All right. Trey, thank you very much. Appreciate you being here. Go ahead, Greg Barnes. You got the first question. Greg, then followed by Andrew.
Hey Trey, where are you working primarily through the first 2 days of camp?
I'm mostly working at free safety, but you know how we play. We move everybody around, so everybody's in really different positions. But I'm primarily at free safety right now.
And how's the transition going? I know DeCurious is playing primarily at safety now. Chapman's now primarily at nickel. How's that transition going in the secondary?
I mean, the transition is going smooth. I mean, we just got to get everybody on the same page. Different people at different places, so we just got to get that chemistry back, and I think it will be great.
Thank you.
And forgive me, I forgot to say, but Greg did. As long as I don't have too many hands raised, which I don't right now, go ahead and ask a follow up if I call on you as well. Andrew Jones, then Ross.
Hey, Trey, the defensive line since you've been in Chapel Hill has changed quite a bit.
Yeah.
Can you speak to the quantity and the quality that you guys have up there and how much that's going to change the way you guys play defensively?
I mean, with a strong D line, I mean, it just makes it easier on the back end. More plays can be made on the back end. I mean, we got a lot of good guys, young guys too. I mean, we got like 2-3 deep so we can rotate them. I mean, everything's looking good. So the more plays they make, the more opportunities we have on the back end.
Cool. Thank you.
Ross, then CL.
Hey Trey, in the spring, Coach Brown and some players mentioned Gio Biggers as a player who kind of stepped up. What have you seen from him at the safety spot?
Gio's my roommate, so I mean, we talk about this all the time. I mean, but Gio has made a big impact on our defense now. I mean, he's going out there playing. He knows the playbook. He's getting everybody lined up. I mean, he's going to be a great addition to our team this year, really helping out in that back end for sure.
What has he done that stands out? Like, where has he made a big improvement from like last year to now?
I mean, his physicality is just there now. I mean, when you come in, you're young. I mean, you really just got to catch up on physicality and the speed of the game. So I feel like he's caught up and he's just ready to play now. It's just natural to him again.
Great, thank you.
CL.
Hey Trey, what improvements or what area do you feel like Tony Grimes has made the biggest jump from when you saw him, you know, at this point last year as a young guy reclassifying coming into camp to, you know, now that he's had that year of experience?
Yeah, like I said, coming in young, I mean, confidence is everything. And I mean, I just feel like Tony has that now. I mean, he can really showcase his game. I mean, Tony has a lot of skill, pressing off. Like Tony can do everything. I mean, he's a great player. So I'm just ready to see what he can do this year.
And the continuity with the secondary last year, it seemed like every other game y'all might have the same, you know, 5 or 4 guys starting, but then the next game it would be somebody else would be in a different spot because of injuries or whatever. It just seemed like y'all were always kind of mixing it up.
Yeah.
How different will it be this year to just have the same core in place, you know, as long as everybody's healthy, obviously, but to have that same core in place for most of the games?
I mean, having that same them same DBs in the game is just builds chemistry at the end of the day. But I mean, if one man goes down, we always have somebody ready. Coach Bateman have us in practice doing everybody's doing different positions every time, so everybody's comfortable in a different position.
Greg, then Andrew. A couple quick ones.
Hey Trey, is there a wide receiver or two who has stood out to you in off-season workouts?
Oh, of course, Josh Downs. I mean, me and Josh, I mean, we went to high school together. When he was in high school, I was in middle school, went to the same school. I mean, just seeing his progress here, it's just amazing. He's confident, comfortable on the field. His routes are really good. I mean, I think he's going to have a really big season this year. He's a great player.
Thanks.
Andrew.
Trey, going back to the defensive front again, if they can generate a traditional pass rush and get a lot of push up front, how does that change what you guys can do in the secondary?
I mean, with them having a big push up front, I mean, it's going to force people to have to throw the ball. So that's more opportunity for us. And I mean, they can rush the passer. So it's just going to be more opportunities for us. Tip balls, sacks, strip fumbles, all that. It's just going to help us on the back end. So I think with them up front, them doing them is just going to help us do us even more.
Cool. Thanks. Appreciate it.
One more question for Trey. CL.
Hey Trey, I wanted to get your take on what it means to have Tamon Fox back. I mean, obviously he could have turned pro or left at the end of it last year, but for him to make the decision to come back.
Yeah, I mean, Tamon is a great player, but I mean, he's just more than a player. He's really a leader on the field in every aspect. I mean, he gets the guys together. He leads his group. He gets everybody better with extra work and everything like that, telling them the plays, teaching everybody everything. So I just feel like him being here, it's just everybody knows what he can do, and he's just getting better and better. So just helping out the younger guys is really everything, getting them ready and prepared as well.
Thank you, Trey. Appreciate your time.